The reality is gonna hit, and I'm gonna be very upset. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Blind
Pinterest
Challenge. Right, let's head straight onto Pinterest and see what I want to craft in today's episode. Right, I'm just going to have a little look on the homepage, see what Pinterest is suggesting for us, see if I can find something decent to craft. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? You know what? I quite like this floral ladder. It is very similar to the bike wheel that I've done before, but I do think it looks quite nice. I think it will be quite pricey to make, but I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to try it. Let's try and find something cheap next. I think I'll try this one, even though it has given me some instructions, but I can't really see what the finished product is going to be like. But I do already have rope in the studio, so all I'm going to need for this is an old pan. I think it'll be relatively easy, a little bit time consuming to make, but I think I could get a good result from that one, so I'll try that one as well. Do I want to do anything else, or should I just stick with them two? I'll have a quick look. Just a little quick look. I'm kind of cheating again because it's given us some little instructions on how to make this, but it's a homemade air freshener, and it's made apparently with gelatin and fragrance oils, and that'll be relatively cheap to make as well because I've already got the jars, so I'll just need to buy some gelatin. I've got some fragrance oils as well. I think they're all Christmassy though, so I might have to buy some fragrance oils and maybe some food colouring as well. I'll try it. I'm not sure how effective that's going to be or whether it's going to work, but we'll soon find out. Okay, so I'll stick with them three in today's episode. I'll need a couple of weeks to gather everything up and figure things out, but I'll meet you back here in just a sec. And I'm back. It's definitely taken us a lot longer this time because the ladders were really hard to source. Really hard to source. But I'm pretty sure I've got everything I need for these 3 pins. I think we'll start off with probably the easiest one. I think it's going to be the easiest one anyway. I hope so. Which are the gelatin air freshener things. So we'll nip downstairs into the kitchen and see what happens. Right, so I've got some gelatin here, and I absolutely hate gelatin. I hate the thought of it and the idea of it just boiled animal bones. And I've got 3 different scents. I'm going to make lemon, lemongrass, and lavender. And I've got some food colouring as well, just to match what I'm making. How do I do it? I think it's boiling hot water, isn't it? Actually, what I'll do is I'll fill the jar first, and then I'll know if I have enough. So that should be enough water. I'll add the scents first. Because it's an air freshener, I think you'll probably need a lot of scent. So I'll just dunk a ton of it in. Oh, that smells really nice. It smells beautiful. And some food colouring, give that a mix. And then I'll pop some of this gelatin stuff in. I'm not sure how much I'm supposed to put in. It needs to be quite thick though, so you probably just want a lot. I think that'll do. Alright, now just pour that into the jar. I think once it's cooled down it'll set, and then we should hopefully have an air freshener. And I'll just repeat it for the other 2. Now I'll meet you back up in the studio and we'll see what they're like. You're not having my gelatin. It's not for you. It's not for you, you little monkey. Okay, I don't have time to wait for them to set because I've got 2 more things to make today. So they're still a bit liquidy. Hopefully they will set. If they do, I'll insert a clip here. Yeah, it's the next day and they definitely did set. They're completely solid. They smell quite powerful actually. It smells gross. The lemon one is disgusting. Ugh, it smells like rotted lemon. It's horrible. The other 2 aren't too bad. The lemongrass one's quite nice. Just move them out my way. So I think they will work as air fresheners, but I think just getting like a reed diffuser or a plug-in one would be a lot more effective. But here's the expectation. And I'll have to put the reality in later to see what actually happened to these. But let's find out how much I spent. Right, so I spent £21.78, which is a lot of money, but that was basically just for a box of essential oils and a box of food colouring, and I've got loads left over for anything else that I might need it for. But I'll pop them on the shelves and hopefully it'll make the studio smell nice, apart from the lemon one. So next up, I thought we'd tackle the floral ladder, and I bought this vintage reclaimed wooden ladder off eBay, and it's in pretty shitty condition, I have to admit. It's a bit of a mess. But I just painted half of it with some white emulsion paint, and I've got all these flowers, and I think it's just time to hot glue them all onto it. That's the only way I can think of doing it. I don't think they've hot glued theirs. I think they've made some kind of bunch and attached it to it, but I don't know. It's miles away from my skill set. Hot glue is the only thing I know. So let's do this. Right, sorry for the dodgy angle. It's just very hard to fit all this in. And all these flowers came in plastic bags. There's so many of them. Do they not give a shit about the environment? Oh, they gave me a free air freshener in one of them. I forgive them. I forgive them now. Everything's okay. I'm actually just thinking with these ones, I might be able to curl the wire around and just wrap it round maybe. I'm not sure. I don't think I'm gonna have to use hot glue for the entire thing. I'm just gonna hot glue it on. But I might just keep this as a bunch rather than remove everything. And I did try to match the flowers and the ladders the best I could, but obviously mine is gonna look a lot different to theirs. Oh! Oh, you bastard. Swear to God, glue burns, man. I've still got a scar ages ago from a glue burn. So dangerous. I think mine's looking alright so far actually, but I think I'm gonna have to make some compromises because their ladder's bigger and mine's a lot smaller. So rather than 3 bunches of flowers, which I think it'll just look too much, it'll look too overcrowded, I think I'm gonna do one on the bottom corner and one on the top. I think that makes more sense. To me it does anyway. Right, I've come to a problem. I don't know when to stop. I'm thinking it's looking okay, but do I want to add more? I don't know. I've still got leftover flowers. I'll just add this one and then I'll call it a day, I think. No, it needs some more on this side too. Okay, I think I'm going to stop before I cover the entire ladders in flowers. And I think it's looking alright actually. Okay, that's all done and we have expectation, reality, and you know what? I think mine's turned out pretty decent. It doesn't look too bad. I was quite worried about starting it because I don't know, I just thought it looked a bit complicated, but I'm pretty pleased with the result actually. I think it's not bad at all. I think I'll lean it up in the studio over there because that's where I've got some space. There we go, beautiful. Now I bet you're wondering how much did I spend on this? I'm actually wondering myself because I haven't been keeping track. The reality is gonna hit and I'm gonna be very upset. Oh, it's worse than I thought. It's way worse than I thought. It's so bad, no wonder I never have any money. I don't even want to say it out loud. Okay, so for this ladder, I spent £85.94. It's ridiculous, I'm just shitting away money. Do I think it's worth it? No. Not at all. No, it's too much. It's far too much. I'm so bad at managing my money. Well, this is turning out to be a very expensive blind Pinterest challenge. Right, one more to go, but I'm gonna have my lunch first, and then we'll make that... What am I making again? And then we'll make that rope pan. Well, I'm back from my lunch, and I feel very happy now. And I've got a pan, I've got some rope and a glue gun, and it's going to be pretty straightforward. And if you are wondering why I've got rope in the studio, I used to make a lot of sculptures out of rope many years ago, and I have loads left over, so I haven't bought it specifically for this. I'm not lying and saying, ooh, I've just found some rope in the studio. I genuinely have a shitload of rope. Right, okay, let's just start gluing and make this pan thing. I've just realised as well, this pan's a non-stick pan and the glue's not particularly adhering very well to it. I think it's going to survive and I think it's going to stay on, but I just can't touch it because I think all the rope will just fall off. We'll see to the end anyway. Right, okay, about 40 glue sticks later, and we have something that looks like this. It's not looking too bad. And looking at their pin, they've added some handles. I can only see one, and I can't see the full thing, so I'm not sure how they've done it. I think maybe it's just like, stick some on. Think that'll work? Oh, what I could do is go all the way around the bottom and stick it on the bottom and up the top, and just kind of loop it around, and then there won't be any dead ends. So they'll be hiding under the bottom. I think that's a good plan, you know. Well done me. Okay, so I've just cut 2 bits of rope the same size, and what I'll do is I'll bring it all the way to one side, I think. Rope doesn't like hot glue. It's one thing I've learned today, especially when it's sticking to each other. Just gotta have patience, which is unfortunate because I don't have any patience at all. I'm very impatient. Right, one handle done. This took me a lot longer than I thought it was going to. I thought it was going to be about 5-10 minutes. More like half an hour. Okay, so we have expectation. And you can't really see what the finished product is, so my reality, it doesn't really matter, does it? But reality. And I quite like mine. I think it's very cute. You could probably put about 4 bog rolls in there. Not bad at all, and it was very easy to do. The only thing I would say is if you're going to do this for some reason, buy an old pan, or if you've got a non-stick pan, sand it down. Because I could easily pick all the rope off this with minimal effort. I could literally just pick it and it would all come off. I'm not going to touch it too much because it'll fall apart. But yeah, that's my advice to you. I'll pop it on my shelf. There we go, we'll pop it on this one. Lovely. Very nice, very rustic, very nautical. They're the only descriptive words I know. Okay, so how much did I spend on this storage pan? I spent £9.60, which isn't too bad to be fair. All I needed was the pan. And I had everything else. I do think it would look a lot better if I bought like a really nice ornate pan. I saw some copper ones and stuff, but they were just really expensive. This pan that I bought was like the cheapest one I could find. So I think that does it for today's episode of the Blind Pinterest Challenge. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, make sure to give it a thumbs up and let me know what your thoughts are on the DIY air fresheners, the dramatically overpriced floral ladder, and the rope pan. And if you come across any craft projects or anything like that you want to see me try out on the channel, then leave your suggestions in the comments below. And I'll see you next week for a brand new video. Bye!